Gotta watch my steps. Alright guys, so we are working on a turbo line here. We just got this guy replaced. This, and this. So in order to replace this fellow, you need, this is basically what it is. It's a oil feed line. This one doesn't have a check valve on, so it just lets oil leak right through and go into a turbo. So in the morning when you start a car on, it starts leaking, or I mean it starts smoking. So this is the upgraded one. Has a little check valve, has a little ball in there, so when the car is running, the oil will go through into your turbo seals and grease your turbo. And when car is off, has no pressure, that line closes, that little ball, and it's preventing the turbo from leaking. I mean, preventing oil from leaking into the turbo right here. So to do this kind of job, it takes about a few hours to get this guy out. I mean, if you know what you're doing, to get this guy out, it takes literally 3 hours. You have to remove the engine mounts, support the engine with the jack, and some jack stands if you have. Catalytic converter, exhaust has to come off. You have to have all these tools basically around you just to get this thing off. I mean, literally, like you need a lot of tools. So, I mean, this little line goes bad, and yeah, you have to do this, and then you have to do all this. So I'm gonna need about 4 hours, maybe less. I'm all exaggerating, but probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours to assemble all this. So I'm gonna record as much as I can, and I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna have to put this in from the bottom, put some bolts in, connect a lot of lines, and start working from the top. So, but this has to go from the bottom, and we have all those other exhaust parts that have to go from the bottom. Then we come on top, and we're gonna work from here, which you can't really see much from the top. So it's a bottom end. And see these two lines right here? They need O-rings, and I just got them. So let's go ahead and get these O-rings. So these are coolant lines. They go down, and let me put this on a stand. Okay. So these O-rings need to go on. Always use grease for the O-rings, because if you don't use grease and you put them in there, they'll be pinched and they're gonna leak. And once they start leaking, you have a huge job on your hands again, plus more experience this time around. So these are the O-rings from BMW. They just throw them in a bag like this. You're also gonna need a gallon of coolant, because a lot of coolant will leak out. BMW coolant. A lot of your coolant will leak as soon as you disconnect those coolant lines, which are down here. So once you disconnect those, the coolant is gonna start gushing out. Make sure you have your tub ready. So okay, let's go ahead and get down here and start putting these lines together. So they say work on a BMW, it's a lot of fun. Alright, this is all put back together. Everything's tight, all the sensors are plugged in. Motor mount is in place, bolted on, header's on. Just did a test start, everything runs great. Now we just gotta go underneath and put together the exhaust, which is over here. Once that's done, we're finished, guys. Finished. All right, guys. So we got everything back together. Everything is hooked up, lined up, torqued down. Now we just have to put these covers on, and we are all done with the BMW. Gotta throw the heat shield on, and a couple of small bolt screws and nuts, and the heat shields, and we are all done. So this was sorry about the light. So guys, this was a hell of a job. I never expected to do this much carnage, and I need this many tools. Finish taking one line out in this bucket. Overall, great experience, and I learned a lot from a BMW. It is not easy working on these cars, and cracking bolts and breaking bolts and replacing them with new stainless steel bolts, especially around the exhaust area, which is insane. It's mental, but we got it all done. And let me go ahead and put all these heat shields up, and we get the car, take it for a test ride, and enjoy it.